everybody, to the Wannabe Podcast.
I hate you. I'm Morgan.
I'm Luke.
I'm Anthony.
Yeah, we are joined again by our good friend Anthony, who's typically behind the camera helping us. Again, thank you for all of your assistance.
Good friend.
You are welcome.
Very good friend.
Since when?
I mean,
I just hugged you in support.
since 11/16, you know.
We got the tax. We got the tax.
I don't.
Well,
You'll get it eventually. I
you
think.
gotta
No,
go get it.
I don't have that. I'm not in solidarity here.
Anyway, we are doing another installment of our industry news episodes, and
Yeah, because everything's shut down. We can't go anywhere.
Goddamn
Yeah,
coronavirus.
as everyone knows, the coronavirus, the COVID-19, is very much still an issue and has hit the film industry pretty hard. So we're going to be discussing that.
I don't know for sure, but from some of the other things that I watch on the tube of you, actually saying the C word isn't good. YouTube flags that. So
Do they really?
I think so. I don't know for sure. So just in case, hush over the crowd.
Interesting.
Yeah, just call it the virus.
Doesn't surprise me because it's YouTube.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Anyway,
It's so stupid.
so we're going to go ahead and jump into
Just gonna jump right in, huh?
We're going to jump right in.
I don't get no water wingies for this shit.
Nope, I'm throwing you into the
Sink
deep
or
end.
swim, bitch. All right, I'm in. Let's go.
All right, so we're going to go over some film and TV updates.
Okay.
So-
I don't know helicopter papa, sink or swim, bitch.
As,
that one was for you.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
as we have announced in previous episodes,
Mm-hmm.
that we have the new James Bond movie has been postponed.
Correct.
We have Fast and Furious 9.
For the year.
Yeah, for a whole year. James Bond is only until November.
Yes.
We have, with no current release date, A Quiet Place.
Mm-hmm.
We also have movies like Peter Rabbit, who really cares about that one. And going on now, we have some news, like new ones that have been announced. It has been officially announced that Disney is postponing their release of not only Black Widow.
Excuse me.
See, why don't we do anything with you?
I'm sorry. No one came out.
I was having an emotional breakdown because I'm so upset about Fast 9, but
Speaking
you know
of
what?
emotional breakdown, you're pulling up on this camera when you do that. So back up.
My fault.
So, Disney has not only announced that they are postponing Black Widow and the New Mutants, they're also postponing officially Mulan.
Yeah, which surprises the hell out of me. I'm being honest.
I really thought they were going to hold through, but I think now that it's been more prominent that they're closing down theaters. That's probably why.
Well, I mean, you weren't here for that one, but we did talk about how like the Mulan movie in particular. I mean, I didn't think they were gonna do it, but it makes sense because it's a Chinese movie, and China's like on complete lockdown, so you're not gonna make any money from China. And I know they want that sweet China money.
Well, of course they do.
So,
They
which is
always
fine.
do.
It's fine. I'm not judging. You know.
As mentioned, as upsetting as it is that we don't get our movies in time like we wanted, I still think it still is a good idea just to be like, let's just avoid all the big crowded things in case we end up spreading this because of, money. As upsetting as it is, but I'm still like, you know what? In the end, I do feel it'd be worth it. We gotta contain this whole thing.
Yeah.
The only one that pisses me off is the New Mutants because I've only been waiting for that movie for going on 3 fucking years now.
3 years.
3 years. I
I
really want to fucking watch this movie, and I saw that the trailer looks so good.
Then the latest one they did and all the TV spots that were releasing made me like, okay,
Yeah.
I think I could actually enjoy this.
Yes.
I do.
And
I do
then
wanna see
news
some
hits. Like when I first heard that New Mutants got delayed, I laughed. Like, I mean, it sucks, but I'm just like, this movie can't catch a break.
Yeah, I think at this point maybe Disney should just fucking put it on the streaming. Just please, I just want to see it. If they release it in theaters, that'll be great. But as of right now, there is no release date for for what they're gonna do with New Mutants in particular, right? They don't have a new release date.
I have not read any as
Yeah,
of yet.
so who fucking knows?
Okay.
So instead of making me wait for another year, possibly, or whatever the fuck they decide to do, just put it on fucking Disney Plus so I can watch it.
Speaking actually of movies being pushed so people can watch them, that's a nice segue into this next bit of news.
Oh, real quick, Black Widow, I really don't care. I was gonna watch it, but I'm indifferent either way. If they gotta release it or whatever, cool. I'm upset because I want to see Mulan because I love everybody that's in it, and I'm pissed about New Mutants because I just really want to fucking see it. It's been 3 years.
I'm interested in Black Widow, but I will at least say that Black Widow hasn't had the hype for me that past MCU movies have had.
Right.
So
All the hype I had for anything Marvel died with Endgame. Spider-Man Far From Home, kinda, but again, not as much as other films have, honestly.
You a hater.
Yeah, well. Anyway, but yeah, Black Widow, I wasn't even really gonna watch it anyway.
Yeah, it's not there. I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah,
Taskmaster's in it.
Sure.
Do you know Taskmaster?
Yeah, I know Taskmaster.
That's fucking sweet. I want to see Taskmaster in the Deadpool movie though. That's what I want to see. I'm just saying that's a better matchup for me.
That'd be interesting.
Segue?
that would be interesting. Yes. So the segue, you were talking about how go ahead and release it on Disney Plus. Do
Yes.
something so we can watch it.
Yes.
Due to the the unpredictable and just completely going crazy shutting down of theaters, nationwide even.
Yep.
That's not just down in LA here and there. This is now happening nationwide,
Yep.
and Sony Pictures has announced that they will release Vin Diesel's Bloodshot digitally on March 24th.
Oh.
And there are. That's fine. And there are other movies that are going to do that. I'm sure. Do you have the rest of the list?
What do you mean?
Because I think
ones that are going
like
digital?
Trolls. Yeah, like Trolls 2 is supposed to do that. I think.
I do not have a full
And
list. I wish I did.
I think the Invisible Man was already on theaters, but I think that's getting pulled sooner and is going to end up be doing that too, which is smart. I mean, that's cool. And
I completely get it.
yeah,
I'll watch
well,
it then.
as far as Bloodshot, I don't think it was really going to do anything
Yeah, we had
box office anyway.
we had a
so-
whole discussion on this last time I was here. Just
Yeah.
about
Well, see, and I'm pretty sure I said that it was going to do pretty decently well, but as of it coming out, and from what I've heard and seen, I think I was dead wrong.
I thought it would kind of do
somewhat.
it's not gonna crash and burn. It's not gonna soar by any means. I'm pretty sure I said it just probably would be in the middle.
I think it's crashing and burning right now, so it's probably a good
Well,
idea that's going to go on streaming. Maybe
I
more
think-
people will watch it.
I think
Maybe.
because it's crashing and burning, it's because of this virus outbreak.
I'm sure that has something to do with it.
It may not be the full reason, but
Yeah.
it's a good possibility.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate because the character, the comic, is cool. So I hope that there's enough there to at least, because I'm going to watch it, and I hope there's enough there to keep me interested, for at least 3/4 of it, but I'm not holding my breath at this point.
Sure.
Go ahead. What you got?
Not much. I just still was I forgot what my opinion was last time we talked about Bloodshot, but just the whole me feeling about Vin Diesel movies in general, I always just get the feeling how are you actually gonna do box office wise? Because like I said last time, if anything's gonna make money with Vin Diesel in it, it is a Fast and Furious movie or a Riddick movie. Excuse me, I need to cry again. Fast 9.
See, forgetting not just the Vin Diesel stuff, but this is an alternative that I think they should really look into to releasing their movies and just do $10 and now you can fucking watch the movie in a streaming service. But at the same time, if they do that and it takes off, I buy movie theaters. So.
I actually
Maybe
would
not
like
yet.
that.
Eventually, it's gonna go
They
in
can't
that
charge
Yeah.
$10 because you're typically paying $10 to go see it anyhow.
Right.
So
They could charge $10, just flat $10.
they could. I wouldn't want to pay $10 to just watch it at home.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have the crazy surround sound, the crazy screens they have and everything.
I mean, you got a nice screen.
I do have a nice screen, yes.
The theater experience is just something.
Well, yeah, but how much do you, when you buy, I don't know if you ever really buy movies anymore. I still do.
I do.
But when you buy a
Oh, I
movie,
do.
how much you spending on it anyway when you buy it?
I mean,
Like $20? 20, 25, $30?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and
Mine's
that's
usually 35 because I buy tins, but that's a whole nother story.
sure. And I mean, same here. It just kind of depends also on how long the movie's been out. If I wasn't able to purchase it right away,
Right. So you're kind of
prices
spending
vary.
that much anyway. So what's $10 here on that day just to watch fucking
Yeah,
the next
that's for a
Avengers that
digital
comes
thing.
out?
Am I going to be able to forever keep that digital copy?
No.
Exactly.
I mean, you got me on that, but still, just the fact that I don't have to go anywhere and deal with people, and it's gonna end up getting there anyway. But I feel like if they did it now, we would just speed things along. I don't think they really want
Sure.
to do that.
Sure.
So
So
that's my take on that.
a
Anything
little.
to
I'm sorry. What?
No, I wasn't sure if you had anything to add.
No,
Bro.
that's about it. Unless you have anything, Fro.
Now, just this whole
Anthony Fiend dreaded.
whatever. Yeah, again, we've been over these. You have to still call me Fro because I'm just used to hearing from you guys. Just this whole virus situation, like it's annoying, it's frustrating, it's just so strange. Strange.
If we're just talking about what the virus is doing and the shutdowns and shit, I am thriving. Like I had to work from home. I don't have to go anywhere now. I'm saving mileage on my car, saving gas. Like I'm saving money doing this. It's
True.
working out pretty good for me.
And then I have that. I at least have that going for me right now as well.
It's working
I
out
work in
pretty good.
retail.
I'm just saying.
I don't have to drive a half hour to work right now, which is kind of nice.
I work in retail. I'm a soldier on the front lines.
Been there. Never through something like this, but
Our
been
thoughts are with you. Good luck.
there. No, mine aren't with
Yeah,
you. I
we
I
talk
did
about-
it. I don't need no. Nope.
Stay strong and be brave.
I feel no
I will
pity whatsoever.
survive.
Nah, I'm gonna come in and I'm
No
gonna
matter
mess
how
up.
strange this whole situation
I'm gonna
is.
come dirty your
Strange.
floors.
Stop talking for a sec. Strange. Go. I'm doing something for you.
Strange. For who? Her or me?
Segway.
Well, yeah. We don't need the segues, but sure. Thank
I
you.
was trying so hard.
Speaking, I guess, of strange.
That's good.
I saw the next tsunami and I was like, I wonder if we can find a good segue into this, and I had to find the term strange.
Oh man. So, speaking of things a little strange, it has
Jesus.
been announced that.
I'll just roll with it. God, shit.
Oh man. Whew. It has been announced that production of the final season of Stranger Things has come to a halting stop. Director Sean Levy really hopes that there is no long-term delay. And, you know, we all know that season 4 is highly anticipated by a lot of fans, and it's a sad result from everything that's going on. But, you know, like a lot of other productions, it has been shut down.
You first.
I have no opinion on this because I've actually never watched Stranger Things.
What the
Really?
fuck is wrong with you?
What the hell?
Okay.
Now that's strange.
Let me put it this way. I'm sure it's a good show, but I don't know. It's like this weird. I would want to. My feelings for Stranger Things is so weird. Like I bet it's a good show. I really bet it
Did
is.
you say your feelings towards it is strange?
Yeah, I should have wrapped this up. I'll go fuck myself now. But
One
yeah,
more.
my
One more. I'm
feelings-
leaving. One more. I'm leaving. That's strike 2. Normally, I'm the immature one on this show. What the
I
fuck?
never, for some reason, took the time to watch it. I don't know why.
I guess I'm giving up on trying to get you guys there, so I'm just joining.
Let the man finish his thought. goddamn.
No, I don't care.
Continue,
I don't.
Continue,
again,
Anthony.
I really don't know. For some reason, like again, I bet it's a good show, but something about it is not directly pulling me like I really should watch this. It's just, I don't know.
To be honest with you, knowing about some of the stuff, some of the films that you're personally working on and getting ready to announce and, you know, get put out,
It would.
I think it might help pull some ideas for you.
It's like
Probably.
right up your alley.
I shit you not, the only like knowledge I have of anything Stranger Things related is Dead by Daylight has the Demogorgon as one of the killers, along with Nancy and Steve as survivors.
Gotcha.
That's all I got. That is literally all I got. And the Demogorgon can open portals and teleport.
Yeah.
And he also lunges towards me, and I hate the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
So much.
If you start watching it, you probably won't stop. But I get it. You got a backlog anyway, so you'll
Yeah.
find time eventually.
Hey,
You find time. You got time. The
if
4th
your
season's been
work-
delayed. You got time.
If your work ever officially closes due to the virus, you have you have your time to catch up.
Okay, because like I keep at some point saying stuff like I will one day sit down and watch Stranger Things, but at
Yeah.
the same time it's like, well, do I really want to though? Because something about it is not completely grabbing me.
Sure. Personally, from knowing you, I think you would actually really enjoy it. But, yeah. Do you have any thoughts on...
The only thing that bugs me about shit like this is when promotional stuff comes out, trailers, pictures, you know, all this stuff, you get all this hype going. It's like, it seems like it's done. So when they say it's delayed, I'm like, well, how much did you have left anyway? You know, because from the stuff that you're showing me, it didn't even seem like you've got that much left to do. So
They were still.
when we say delay, I mean, how much do you have left? Because if you have more than 50%, I get it. But when it looks like you've got definitely less than that, so like, well, what's the delay really for?
What I was reading in the article is that they were still doing filming. They're going to still be working on it because they can at least do, remote editing.
They can post-production
They can
on
do
it.
some remote post production. Is what I was reading, but they're not going to be able to finish up all of the official production.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks, and I hate it when games do it too. Like, stop showing me stuff before it's done.
Oh yeah.
Just hold off.
I mean, that's the thing though. All movies do it.
I know.
All movies, all shows, and that's why a lot of people like gripe when they go and see a movie and the scene that they saw in the trailer is different in the movie.
Yeah.
The trailer,
Oh, excuse me.
and then like that's because they released the trailer so soon before the actual show being done.
Right, exactly.
Mhm.
They released the trailer and they're still doing rewrites.
Yeah.
I hate shit like that. I mean, I get it, I
How many minutes are we
understand.
in on this, by the way?
Just keep going.
And depending
Okay,
on
camera.
depending on what it is, like you don't really need to do a hype machine. There's already enough behind it anyway.
Right. Do you have any other thoughts on it?
Not really, honestly. I got nothing Stranger Things related to talk about because
Well, what about any delays? Because there's a bunch of shit being delayed right now. You have a feeling about the delays at all there?
just everything oh man, like all the postponing of all the movies I was excited to watch. I mean, upsetting, but still, I get it. Like, again, I'd rather contain this whole situation rather than make it worse just so I can go watch a stupid movie with John Cena. Even though I probably won't see him for any of the movie, honestly.
I mean, you can watch WrestleMania. That's still going on.
Oh my god!
From the
yeah.
Performance Center.
It's so weird.
I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be great.
WWE is doing actual events and there's just no audience.
It's
just
gonna be
so...
sweet. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to see The Undertaker come out to no fans. It's gonna
Oh
be great.
god, no, oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even watch WWE like anymore, really. I just like see it's on Facebook or YouTube, like, oh, what's new? Edge is back? No way!
Yeah, I mostly just
Okay,
watched
man.
the pay-per-view, so that was cool seeing that.
I might have cried a little when I heard that music playing.
I think I'm getting rid of my WWE after WrestleMania though, because I don't fucking care after that. Like, unless they do something there that catches me, I'm getting rid of it.
Even Jeff Hardy being back isn't bringing me back, honestly.
Right? Yeah. I mean, because what's he gonna do? And they took the belt off the Fiend, so they're gonna make him probably look like a bitch. And that was the sweetest thing going. That's really why I was watching. Anyway, there's your wrestling news for the day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Didn't know you were gonna get that here, but we cover everything.
So there's another postponement I want to bring up. That is,
Is it a big one?
sure, it's one that's not whatever a surprise though,
Okay.
and it's basically not even real news in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I saw
Okay,
it. I was like,
alright.
well, that's not
Officially, due to the situations going on, Avatar 2 has been postponed yet again.
Who fucking cares?
As much as I love Avatar, Avatar is one of
Get
my
out.
favorite.
I love Avatar.
Both of you get out. This is just me now. This is just me. Go.
This is my
I
home.
will
You're
castrate
fucking.
you.
Not anymore. It's not.
But what was I gonna say? As I still love the movie. I mean, okay. Some time ago, I actually rewatched it again. I was like, I know why I still love this movie, but I do see
Because
why
you
it's
love the
not.
story of Pocahontas.
Actually, no.
No,
I
I love Avatar for the visual effects.
I
That is
love-
my biggest thing.
That, and I just love the world they just created for the movie.
Me too.
That's kind of my
Me too.
big thing. Story wise, nah, but
Great.
still
Cool.
But
Why do you not like it?
For the reason you just said, the same reason you don't. The visuals and the world were not enough to make me care.
See, I liked those.
That's cool.
I
liked them too, but your story sucks.
well, yeah, the story was simple. It was a very simple story. That's fine. But they did great money-wise with it.
yeah, Like,
well,
sometimes-
yeah, because at the time it was the first movie to really do that, especially with the 3D and shit. Because you notice right after that, everybody and their grandmother was doing 3D.
oh my god,
Yes.
yes. Even movies, I'm like,
Yes.
why is this in 3D?
Right,
Seriously.
right. That's when it was like, we didn't make this movie for 3D, but we're going to convert it to 3D because Avatar made all the money. So
But-
stupid.
What was I gonna say? But,
I think that might have been my first ever YouTube review period back in the day. Might have been on Avatar.
Mm.
If you can find it, it's still on there. If you can find it. Anyway,
I think the first movie, I didn't actually put this on YouTube, but I at least filmed me talking about it. I reviewed the Twilight Saga New Moon. My mom had it like on pay-per-view, and I was just in there because I don't know.
You worry me.
And oh, no worries, I hated it. if that makes it better, I did not like it. But I was like, oh yeah.
Actually, I can't even make fun of you that much because I did go see the first one when it came out. My girlfriend wanted to see it at the time, so I went and saw it. Best part of it is that there's a Linkin Park song at the end of it, though. So it's like, hey, game on.
Oh yeah, Leave Out All the Rest was part of the soundtrack. God damn it, how dare they use that on a horrible movie?
That's what I'm saying, but whatever.
Well,
I've read the books. Not gonna lie.
But anyway, going back to Avatar 2, yeah, I actually.
They're in my garage because I don't want them anymore.
Hey, can I actually borrow those? I can use a little.
Yeah, let me use it for his bonfire.
Oh, look at that
Kindling.
There you go.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, we'll show you real vampires.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Man.
That would be funny.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome.
You're on a comedic genius, Luke.
Sometimes. Anyway, you were saying, I'm sorry, man.
Oh yeah, again, I actually don't care about the delay. I'm used to it at this point. Avatar came out in 2009. We haven't gotten the sequel. We've only gotten news.
It only gets
And he's
pushed back
supposed to-
every year.
And he's
Yeah.
supposed to do 4, right? He wants to do 4?
I thought it was 5.
Whatever, dude. Like,
I am curious to see what he will do with this one because it's supposed to. I read multiple times for the past few years that it's going to be them venturing the water.
no, fuck that.
I think.
I just want to see the underwater creatures of this world.
Oh my god.
Watch Aquaman, Jesus Christ. Screw that.
That's
Give me.
another
I
movie.
want Alita. I want Alita 2. I'm not getting
I
Alita
wanna still
Battle
watch
Angel
that.
2 because of Avatar 2.
I still have to see that.
I mean, it's not like Avatar 2 made Alita, the first Alita, not come out.
Actually, that's why I got pushed back to begin with.
Yeah.
'cause- Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. We're on the same page. Yeah. Yeah. So this is stupid. I don't need Avatar 2. I need Alita 2.
I still need to watch that movie.
Oh man, yeah, you do.
It was I don't want to say a simple because there was complexity to the story, but the basis of it was a little simple to the story.
Yeah.
But it was enjoyable.
It's better than I thought it was going to be for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
expect much from it, and it turned out to be way better. So I thought it was going to be like a 4. It ended up being like a
What was the one that
6
he
or 7.
came out before? Whatever engines?
Mortal Engines?
Mortal Engines.
That's
yeah.
Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
that
remember
is
that
Peter
movie.
Jackson. My bad. I heard bad things about that, and I was hoping.
I thought you saw it.
I did not get to go see it. I wanted
Oh.
to. I really wanted to, and I haven't seen it yet.
That felt like a movie that had like a really unique world and premise, but I think the story they decided to tell just ended up not being really good.
I think it's just a bad adaptation because it's a book, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just a bad adaptation.
Gotcha.
It's alright.
Yeah, ones I'm really worried about is Artemis that's coming out.
Oh, okay.
Artemis Fowl.
I didn't read those books, but
I
I
did.
remember the hype.
I am worried about those.
Well,
Anyway,
Avatar 2, who cares? Moving on.
no surprise, it gets postponed every year. So,
That's a great way to end it. Go ahead.
yeah. So, some more news we have is some updates about movie theaters. It's more of a where do we want to start in this? It's a rough time for movie theaters with all the closures happening, and large groups not being able to.
Well, they don't have a
congregate.
choice.
No, they do not have a
literally don't
choice.
have a choice because every movie's getting pulled. So what? They could stay open, but excuse me, they've got nothing to show. So
Yep.
they literally have no choice. The only thing that they need to do, because we actually know quite a few people that work for these fucking theaters, is they need to pay their goddamn employees. So figure it out.
So, speaking of that, it has been basically it's being said that theaters, like when they will be back in business, it's a question with no answer.
I have heard that for a chain, it's 3 months.
Yes, I
for-
actually have that in here.
Which one is that?
So I have basically
Yes, that is
Yeah.
the one.
AMC theaters, Regal Cinemas, and Cinemark, which are the three
Damn, she named names
Nations-
out here. She calling you out.
like
Always
that
gonna
is
do
the
that.
nation's 3 biggest cinemas. Those are all closed nationwide, not in just like states here and there. They're closed nationwide. However, should I say the name?
Fuck it, go ahead. You already started.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, AMC has estimates that their doors will be closed for the next 6 to 12 weeks.
Yes.
Which, I mean, it's now being, people think that this issue that's been going on could go all the way to July and August, but we'll see if that actually happens.
I think but that whole thing about it being July and August is just like, it's not so much when you're going to be able to like go outside. It's just like when they'll really be able to get
Hopefully, like,
super
people
handle on it.
vaccinated.
Yeah. But I think probably the next month or two is when you'll probably be able to start coming out of your hole.
Yeah.
But local theaters, some of the more local chains, I think they're only closing for like a month as of right now. But I think they'll probably end up changing that, considering the big boys are closing for 6 to 8. You said
6 to 12.
6 to 12 months. Yeah.
Only AMC has announced, given any sort of any other time frame.
Okay, well that's
the other chains have not offered up any sort of time frame whatsoever.
let me rephrase that, because there is, or let me change that my statement, because there is a local chain here that has said 3 months, because I know people that work at that one as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not naming names though.
Hmm.
No, you fucking call them how you want. But I will say this:
Yeah, the big chains.
you guys really do need to get your heads out of your asses and make sure that your employees are taken care of, because especially for part timers right now, for part time employees, they don't make the requirements to even get unemployment.
Right.
So you need to figure your shit out and make sure your people are getting paid.
That actually goes into some other information I gathered.
Go for it.
Movie theater owners are calling on Congress and President Trump to take emergency measures to provide financial relief for an industry, for the industry, and then therefore they're really hoping that this will help. Basically, they're hoping that this will take on a form of being able to help their employees.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see, that's the tricky part of it, isn't it? Because we want our relief, but we want to make sure that our pockets are getting lined as the head honchos. Yeah, I saw that. But that's not enough, because who knows if the whole thing about $1,000 checks and above are going to end up in our mail?
Right.
You know, and even that isn't enough. I mean, you can go through $1,000 in 2 weeks.
Especially if you're paying bills.
Yeah, that's not enough. So it's not the stimulus package, where the fuck it's going to be, whatever kind of money that they give out for the industry isn't necessarily for the employees. And that's the thing that people need to pay attention to. So these companies make more than enough money, especially the big boys for movie theaters. You need to do what it takes to pay your employees, not the fucking government. You guys got the money.
That's actually something else that has been announced, is that the executive board of the National Association of Theater Owners authorized $1 million to be drawn from the group's reserve to aid movie theater employees who are out of work due to movie theater closures.
It's a good start, but if they're going to be closed for a year, you're going to need more.
They're going to have to release more than just $1 million.
It's going to have to be. I mean,
even in my opinion, $1 million with these theaters that are closed nationwide is not enough. Because I mean, when we worked at the theater,
well, they got upwards to 60 to 100 employees at a time, depending on what time of the year it is. So yeah, these people got to get paid. Like they just have to get paid.
And moving into May is usually the start of the big blockbusters coming out.
Yeah.
And so if they're gonna not reopen when they typically would have heavier employees, or they're getting them now to start training them so they're ready for it.
And these companies,
they're gonna be screwed.
These companies thrive on part-time employees.
Yes, they do.
That's like their lifeblood. They don't do full-time, they do part-time employees, and they constantly got them rotating. So whatever part-time employees they have right now are the ones that need the most help.
Yes. That is 100% true.
Whatever you got, man. I know you're coming in a little unknowledgeable on this one, but whatever you got. You work retail. Go for it.
Oh, wait, so you guys want me to explain just my retail situation?
No, well, how do you feel about it? Because this could end up being you.
Truth be told, I actually don't really have much opinion on this whole thing again, because a lot of the stuff you guys talk about is somewhat of things that kind of just go over my head, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, we both worked in the movie theater industry.
So
We even worked together. That's where we met each other.
I guess basically I'm just agreeing with what you guys say. I'm just agreeing with what you guys say about industry just needs to get their head out of their ass and just make sure their employees are taken care of and get paid and everything.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Going on.
Yeah. Because again, this could end up being like you. You could be next. It's possible. So your bosses need to fucking take care of you too.
I mean, they
I
somewhat
100%
have
agree.
done something like that. Like we actually got like this. Oh, how much money did they put on us? I don't want to say names of where exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Basically, they gave us pretty much like a $25 gift card or stuff if we wanted to buy lunch or something like that. I think that's how much it was. I don't know. I only discovered it yesterday
That's funny.
because I was buying food, and then my friend who was at the U-Scan was like, "Oh, so did you hear that we actually have money on our card of where our place
Yeah.
we work?"
That's
I was like,
interesting.
"Oh, I did not know that actually."
Hey, it's a start, but they're gonna have to do more. So they better do
Yeah.
more because they can do it. They can fucking afford this shit. I don't want to hear no bitching.
I'm fairly again, I haven't actually done it myself, but I'm fairly certain they are just straight up granting so much overtime right now. There's sign up sheets for overtime, people signing their names and stuff like that. Like, I don't think nobody's announced that retail was getting shut down anytime soon. At least not according to any news I've heard.
Depends on the retail, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, that was the worst part when I furthered my career in the theater and I got to a position of power and I could just sit behind the desk and Google the business. I was like, oh, you dirty bastards. I know exactly what you're doing. So yeah, take care of your fucking employees. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But I get that, that's really.
Gotcha. Well, another interesting thing is that the North America weekend box office took a huge nosedive.
Of course.
Yes.
No surprise, again, because of the situations that are going on. It nosedived.
Not that there's anything out worth watching anyway, really. I mean, if you
Well,
got kids,
you're
you go
not
see
wrong.
Onward or some shit. That's about it. That's
But-
probably the only one that's really hurting.
Probably, but I mean, at least they can move it to Disney Plus because it's Pixar, and Pixar and Disney are together now.
Yeah, well,
So-
okay, so we'll scratch that. They're all hurting, but let's be real. Certain movies, especially that are coming out slated for this month, you can kind of look at them and go, I'm good.
Yeah.
True.
But it took a nosedive all the way down to $55.3 million.
That's it?
That's it
Like combined.
for North America.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that's opening box office numbers for like The Invisible Man. Just The Invisible Man when it came
Wow.
out. Holy shit. Yeah, there you go. There's some perspective for you.
Yeah.
Well,
It's rough.
again, like,
The film industry is really going to hurt, and there's one thing that was said in the article I read is this is the lowest level like the box office has taken in since September of 20,000.
20,000.
20, gosh. My brain hurts today.
Is that
Um,
BC?
Yes, totally. No, this is the lowest it has been since 2000. My bad.
okay.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
I don't know. Nothing. I'm just. I mean, all I really did was like, well, yeah, go figure. Of course, it's taking a hit right now with all the stuff that's going on right now.
That needs to be on a t-shirt. Since 20,000. There you go. You want to look for your little catchphrases? There's one.
20,000 BC.
Yeah, that's good. The floor's yours, man. Go ahead.
Floor. I don't know, actually.
No, you got nothing for this one too?
Not much, really. I guess it's just, well, I mean, of course, it's a damn shame that all this is happening. Film industry is something that I fucking love. It's taking a major hit right now.
Yeah, and we expected it.
Oh, yeah, of course, but just like, god dang, this is just sad.
Yeah, now you're seeing the numbers, so it's like, now it's real.
Now we get to see them just tick and get lower and lower. And one thing is that, there's a widespread fear among industry insiders about the possible huge layoffs that will happen within the industry and within Hollywood itself, and where this is going to leave the film industry. Honestly, the only hope I have, if it does disrupt it to that bad of a thing, is that maybe it'll help give a little bit of a rise to people like us who are indie filmmakers and do stuff on our own.
Well,
Yeah, that's actually another point too, because I have a friend on Facebook who also does like his own independent filmmaking and stuff like that, and he actually like posted like, does anyone pay attention to any like us independent filmmakers who aren't Hollywood and stuff like that during the whole situation?
Right.
Like, I do feel right now that independent filmmakers, depending on like how much money they're working with or what kind of equipment or how many people they're working with, probably still could thrive, I guess, in making short films and stuff like that. But I still feel like the independent people could still take a hard hit.
Oh, we could definitely still take a hard hit, but what's nice is typically, depending on the size of our projects, it could be literally just a group of us three that could be working on something which is suitable for the situation that's going on with the virus. And I think from there, hopefully it'll, if not anything, it'll at least give people the time who are stuck at home and who are not working. Hopefully they'll be perusing the internet, and maybe they'll just hopefully find someone who's an indie filmmaker and find a new artist that they can enjoy.
That is actually, that's a pretty good point, actually. People can stay. Same thing with even like streamers and stuff, or gamers like that too. Like, okay, well, the big stuff's kind of gone right now, and I'm not working. I guess I can discover more new, interesting things, and maybe
Hey,
unexpected things could possibly even blow up amid this whole situation. Actually,
absolutely. And one thing is with like sports being canceled and everything, esports has taken a good rise. Anyway, did you have any thoughts on any of that, Luke?
yeah, I don't really feel the same way that you guys do. I think the audience, there's a potential for the audience to be there, but we're gonna get hit as well.
Oh, I do
because
think we're gonna get hit.
We pay for most of the shit out of our own pockets.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we're essentially, unemployed. I mean, those of us that are lucky enough to still be able to keep working while at home is another story. But for the majority of people, like, they just lost their jobs. So
Oh, absolutely.
so no
I-
job means no money, which means you can't fund your fucking project.
Right. I do think that, I mean, hands down, we're going to take a hit no matter what.
Right.
But I hope that this sort of hit, at least hopefully it'll be paid forward with people, indie filmmakers' names getting out there. Hopefully even their projects being finally found.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
hopefully getting more
Maybe.
viewership.
But
I don't
maybe.
think it'll help us as much as one may hope.
Mhm.
But I'm hoping it'll do a little something for people like
Just
us.
get some more names out there. Like, nobody has to hear all the same names in Hollywood. Maybe you can discover somebody lower who really has a good vision. Like, okay, I fucks with you. Let's keep an eye out for you.
Like I said, I'm with you guys. The audience there's potential for the audience to be there, but
Yeah.
as far as making our content, it's gonna get a little
Yeah,
rougher.
making the content. I'm hoping it assists with the viewership. Is what
Yeah.
I'm mainly talking about.
What I don't like though is this whole talk about layoffs and stuff, because I don't like hearing that, because everybody's getting hit. So I don't want to hear about the person at the top getting hit. Like you should be good no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we got to go through this for a year, you should be fine. Now take care of your fucking employees. You shouldn't be laying people off just to save yourself an extra $10. Just fucking pay your employee.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yep.
My soapbox.
One thing that also is, as of yet, there has been no clarity from studios, networks, and streamers on how crews are going to be affected by shutdowns of productions and how they will be compensated during this dark period.
Yeah, that's the thing. How are we
So-
gonna fucking compensate them? I mean,
Yeah.
you were gonna pay them anyway, and anybody that does this, whether it's independent or big studio, knows you're probably gonna lose money regardless. So you're already gonna pay these people, understanding that there's a good chance that you're gonna lose money on the project. So this idea of losing money, get the fuck out of here with that. You already knew that there was that risk when you started making the project. Most movies that come out are not hits. Most TV shows that come out are not hits. You're losing money all the time. Pay the fucking people. I'm not gonna stop saying it. Pay the people.
Yeah.
This is the biggest point. Just take care of your people.
Yeah,
please.
just take care of your
They
people.
work their asses off for you, so do something in return.
And it's
Other
temporary.
than just paying them just because they do their job when none of the situation is going on.
Exactly, and it's temporary anyway. Maybe it goes for a year. It's still temporary. This isn't like what we're gonna have to deal with for the rest of time. We're not all gonna be stuck in our houses, and there isn't gonna be anything being made. We just all gotta deal with it for right now. So fucking help each other. Jesus, this ain't
Yeah.
hard.
I agree.
They're not gonna, but this isn't hard.
I think one thing I'm a little intrigued about in the future, hopefully when this whole thing blows over, is the bounce back. Like, okay, how is everything going to bounce back after this dark period? That's
Yes.
kind of the thing I'm like, I have hope that things will get better and things will get back in shape and everything. I mean, back on track. And like, okay, I want to see how things are gonna bounce back actually after everything that's happened. That's
I
kind
am
of what I really want to see.
Right, and I'm choosing to stay optimistic. And then once everything does come out, and everybody's gonna be so sick of being in their fucking houses and shit, and having to deal with their moms and dads or spouses or kids,
Or
everybody's
brother.
gonna fucking go crazy.
Or
and
no one.
Yeah, or no one.
No, I said brother.
Oh, or so everybody's just gonna go crazy once the doors open, and then boom, we're right back where we're at. Like
Yeah.
maybe even better. Who knows? I'm choosing to stay optimistic,
I hope. Hopefully there will be a big boom for the film industry once everything is
and
reopened.
not
I
just
guess-
not just in babies, because I do think everybody's like getting laid right now, and just here come the babies.
Probably.
Here come the Corona babies.
That's what it was called. I was trying to think of a meme about that earlier.
Corona babies. Yeah.
They'll eventually give it like 13 years and they'll be called the quarantines.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's the other thing too.
So, yeah, I saw that one too.
But not only the film industry bounce back, I kind of also want to, I hope to see some kind of humanity celebration-wise after all this whole thing goes down too. Like,
Sure,
we're
hopefully
finally
something happens.
free. Maybe it's time for like a major celebration or something like that.
Yeah, by going to the movies.
That too.
No.
Or maybe having a nice block party or a city party for all I care.
City Walk.
City walk. Yeah, cool. City party. We may have a massive barbecue. We feed everyone if we can or whatever. Everything good over there? I don't know. Just have a nice celebration. Yeah, we should do that. 11/16 celebration. We're free. And one, Corona's on me.
Corona's on you. So, with everyone being cooped up, like we're saying,
Yes.
I have some, if you would like to go through some of them, new shows that have just been recently released and the ones that are about to release a little bit later on in this month that hopefully, while you're stuck at home, you can at least enjoy and help kill some time.
No, let's do a few. Go ahead.
Before we actually go forward, you guys are going to have to take the floor again because I don't watch TV anymore. The only stuff that I don't
Well, this
even
is stuff
watch
that's coming out, so you can decide whether or not you want to watch.
I'm
this.
not gonna. I don't
Maybe
have
something will grab you, man.
I
Keep
don't
an
have-
open mind.
I don't have a direct TV box in my room
You need to
anymore.
have an open mind when you come on this show.
The
Otherwise,
only
don't fucking
stuff
come on
I
anymore.
watched that was airing on TV was Riverdale. But
Get your hand out of my camera.
was Riverdale and Wild 'N Out. Those are the only things that I was watching that was airing on TV.
Wow,
But-
both those suck. You
Do I have a
start
belt on me? You're lucky I didn't bring my belt because I was gonna strangle you. Excuse me. Wild 'N Out is fucking hilarious, but Riverdale now.
Wild 'N
sucks.
Out hasn't been funny since 2006.
Oh, man.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my fucking god. You know what? No, I'll do this later. I'll send you some clips. And if never mind.
Wild 'N Out hasn't been funny since 2006. And how the fuck are you gonna watch something based off the comic Archie?
Yeah, about Riverdale. I honestly only got into it because my favorite YouTuber, Black Nerd Comedy, talked about like episode recaps, and he kind of intrigued me because his reviews were so funny that I was like, this seems good,
Yeah, he's
but
good.
kind of in a bad way.
He's good.
I mean, no, bad in a good way. As one, I don't know which one I can describe the first season of Riverdale. Then I watched the second season. Then the third season was like, this isn't good, but I'm actually intrigued on this mystery. But I swear, it's not good. And I don't know what the hell happened with season 4 right now. So, yeah, that's my history with Riverdale.
Give this kid a show. Jesus Christ, he's being a fucking...
So, one that I
Take it down
do
a
think
little
that it just released on Sunday, March 15th.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. I love this show. It just released season 3, and I think you would really like it. Honestly, I think both of you would like it. And that is the HBO show Westworld.
I would like it. I just don't have HBO. I know I would like it.
It is, I love it.
Yep.
Such a great show. Highly suggest it if you want to just kill some time.
I'm mad I don't have HBO because I want to I want to see The Watchmen. I want to watch that, and I enjoyed True Detective when I had it for 5 minutes, and I watched the first season of that. So, yeah, no, they got a fucking ton of great shows. Not that you would know.
Nope.
Who the fuck invited you?
You guys did.
I know. We gotta stop doing that. Nah, you're the intern. That's why I'm invited you.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just literally nothing on TV.
Do you know what Westworld is?
I've only heard of it, but I don't actually know what it's about or nothing
All
like
right.
that.
Well, homework. Just
Truly, look it up. I think it would really be up your alley.
you don't even need to watch it. Just familiarize yourself with at least what it is. Deal. All right, moving on.
So another one that we have that came out back on Sunday, March 15th was a show called Black Monday. It is one I am not familiar with. It's from Showtime.
Moving on. That's all you had to say.
Perfect.
Did this have any relation to Black Friday?
I have no clue.
Right, that someone is like a horror show or something. I don't know.
So one that just intrigues me by the name of it
Yep.
comes out Wednesday, March 18th is Motherland, Fort Salem. I'm just...
Motherland!
That's today.
I know. But it's name-wise, I'm intrigued.
What is it? Motherland what?
Motherland, Fort Salem.
If they do like some creepy witch shit, I'm in. If it ends up being like more of a
Here, I'm gonna look it up.
historical thing.
Because I want to... That's the thing. If it's going to be witch stuff, yes, please.
Oh fuck yeah, I'll watch that. What's it on?
Freeform.
No, never mind.
So, it says that it... Like, the little synopsis on Google says 3 young witches with basic
Yeah, I'm
training
out.
in combat magic
I'm out.
prepare to defend the country against looming terrorists.
I'm out. It's Charmed for preteens.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm out.
God.
They almost had me, bro. They almost had me. I was super intrigued, and then she said freeform. Like, I'm done.
They had us in the first half.
Yeah, done. You had me. Then you said freeform.
All right. God damn it.
I'm out.
That's sad.
Yeah, that is
So-
sad. You were this close. This close.
Another one that I've heard, I personally haven't had a chance to watch it, but I've heard it's very good,
What's that?
is coming out March 27th, which is a Friday, on Netflix, is Ozark. another season of Ozark. I've heard
Oh,
it's very
I've
good.
seen like thumbnails of that one. I'm like,
I've heard
"Bro,
it's
so
very
good."
good, and I'm intrigued to watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So-
Okay.
Castlevania was good.
That is the new season just came out of that.
Yeah, it
too.
was fucking great.
I heard it was great. I have not
Nice.
caught up yet.
That is an anime, so I know you want to watch it.
I know. I've seen that around as well.
But have you watched it?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Everything.
You know,
Yeah,
you're
everything.
very bad at this.
Yeah, of course. Whatever. Who cares? I'm horrible.
I'm gonna need you to get laid off so you can catch up on shit.
Okay, look. I spend most of my time either watching.
You might get a check
or
from the government.
YouTubers.
It'll be fine. You'll be alright. Don't worry about money.
I watch
Just watch
streamers,
fucking
I watch
TV.
YouTubers, and
Yeah, you're
probably
watching the wrong shit. Alright? I don't want you to come in here with PewDiePie's opinion on fucking Castlevania. I want you to have your own.
I don't watch PewDiePie anymore.
I don't care. The fucking thing applies, alright?
Anymore, he says.
Yeah, anymore.
I stopped watching PewDiePie years ago. I switched over to Markiplier.
Does he even still do shit?
PewDiePie?
Yeah. Or did he give up?
I think he streams a lot.
Did he quit YouTube for like the 5th time?
I think I saw him making some new ones, but I don't know exactly.
I should
what
stop
they're
taking
about, but I don't
shots
care.
because if by chance one of those guys that I'm making fun of watches this and just they have like YouTube powers, they just go shut it down. They just end our show before it even takes off.
Oh boy. Nothing against you, PewDiePie, but just whatever.
Yeah, it's all fun
Again,
games.
just
Not our age group anymore. I feel like.
Not
too.
really. Again, a lot of stuff on TV just doesn't interest me anymore. Just
It's
like,
not on TV. It's streaming. There isn't TV
whatever.
anymore.
It's
Anything that's-
literally on Netflix, and I know you have Netflix.
Okay, yeah, true, but still, anything TV show related has not grabbed me for a very long time, honestly.
So just being lazy.
I don't know. Sure, let's go with that then.
Alright. What if that was on Netflix? Would you watch that?
Just Dragon Ball Z in general, or just Dragon Ball Super Broly?
All of it? Yeah.
Oh, then probably yeah. Wait, well, I already watched most of it, but I guess I'd rewatch it, whatever.
I've seen it 100 times. You think I'm gonna stop fucking watching it?
Good point. I should watch more Super though, because I did start Super some time ago. But
You should. So that way, since we're running out of shit here, because no movies are gonna fucking come out, we got shit to talk about. You should.
Yeah, I mean, I am aware of everything that's happened in Super. I just haven't actually watched.
Well, that's why you need to watch.
Have you guys watched Attack on Titan?
No, just
I've seen the
season.
first season.
You're missing out.
No, I know. If you can get me a way to watch it, I will watch it.
Want to borrow my DVDs?
Yes.
Also, do you have Hulu?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Oh,
guys-
it's sub 2 on Hulu, isn't it?
Part 1 of season 3 is dubbed as well, but the part 2.
No, I
is
like the subs. I don't
Okay,
like.
then yes,
I don't like the
you,
dubs.
You
of Attack on
got
Titan.
dub and sub.
That's like the one time I watched the show dubbed, and I was like, I don't like this.
And I have season 1 and 2 of Attack on Titan on DVD.
Okay.
And I also have Attack on Titan Junior High, which is probably the funniest anime I've ever watched.
I love how we're.
Did not know
I
that
love
was
how
a
we're
thing.
discussing
Oh.
shows that are coming out. We're talking about shows that've been out. They're just 1,000 times better. So
Yeah.
take our opinions however you want.
Attack on Titan Junior High is like a little spin-off thing. It's like
I
a
feel like
parody
they're
of the show
characters,
pretty much. Where they make so many references to the manga and anime, and it's so funny. They're over the top all the time.
Interesting.
And I actually love it because Attack on Titan, I mean, I won't get into spoilers and stuff like that, does not have room to have a fun human moments with characters that we like. As Junior High kind of gives you that. That's kind of what I really like about it, though.
That was more for you because I know what this shit is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Go ahead. What's next? You got any more?
Actually, that is all I have.
What do we got?
Cool.
How are we looking at for time?
We are at 51 minutes before cutting out that little.
Fantastic. So we got time, man. You got anything else you want to discuss? The floor is yours for right now. Go for it.
Okay, anything new that came out? Wait, what did I see that was trending that was so... Okay, the thing I showed you about the movie Cats.
Oh, release the Buffalo Trap?
Yes. See, this is why I hate Twitter so much. Okay, so and for those who probably don't know this, I've been browsing Twitter a lot because I had nothing better to do with my life. But
Which is old people like my parents who are gonna watch this.
pretty much, yeah. But apparently,
I wanted. When it first was announced, I was like, yes. And then when
The
I.
Butthole Cut?
No. Just cats in general.
oh, I said no to that immediately.
No, but when I heard the announcement, I was like, yes. When I saw it, like the trailer, I'm like, no.
About-
No, wait. Like, for me, I grew up, I was a theater kid. I mean, I won competition, like singing competitions with the song Memory. So I have a lot of great memories of Cats. But,
Also, better costumes.
yeah.
yeah. But as soon as I saw the trailer, I'm like, my love for Cats and for theater can't get on board with this.
Well,
Because it looked like trash. fucking awful.
I saw that trailer.
They had
and I
some
was
big
scared.
names in it. Real big names for something that didn't put out.
Yeah, Anyway, so for those of you guys who don't know, apparently somebody who worked on the special effects of the movie, hey, came out on Twitter or an article or something like that said he had to digitally remove the cat's assholes from the movie, you know, to get I think a PG rating or whatever it was rated or whatever like that.
I think it was PG-13.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, okay. A better question is, why the fuck would you put that in there to begin with? I mean, I get it. It's cats, but like, you actually designed these things, and you were like, you know what? Make sure you got the cat butthole in there.
Well, it's probably because they like actually got footage of actual cats' butts.
Maybe, I suppose. And then
This is a hell of a conversation we're having.
and then hold on. So after
This
that
is awesome.
announcement happened,
Like and subscribe, please.
after that announcement happened, on Twitter released an entirely new hashtag known as "Release the Butthole Cut."
Interesting.
I'm still mad that the Snyder Cut hasn't come out. I want to fucking see that, man.
Oh, don't get me started on that. I still want that too,
Yeah, I
so
really wanna see that.
bad.
Yeah, that needs to come out. That
Like
needs to be
I
It is a thing, but it needs
yeah,
to be
I know.
released.
Even though I controversially still like the movie we got, Justice League, to like a degree. I mean, no, I genuinely did enjoy it.
It's
I want that Snyder Cut so bad. All this, like you said earlier, trailers that have shots and stuff in it that don't make it to the final cut. Justice League got a shit ton of that, and now I wanted to see every single one of them.
Yep. Hell yeah.
And then not to mention Joss Whedon's directing compared to Zack Snyder's directing, because one thing I love about DC movies is just the visuals of them, the cinematography of them. It just has such a unique feel to it that just feels so much different from what Marvel is doing. And actually, I like DC's action sequences and cinematography better than Marvel movies, truth be told. And then Joss Whedon comes on and marvels it up, and I was like, no. And he ruined the soundtrack because he fired Junkie XL. Oh no, wait, did he fire him? I don't know. But Junkie XL did not do the soundtrack for Justice League, which would have been so much better than Danny Elfman. I always get so frustrated when I think about what could have been for Justice League. Seriously.
You bite your tongue. Danny Elfman is a god.
Not just compared to what Junkie XL and Hans Zimmerman brought for like Man of Steel and Batman v Superman.
No, I get you.
Just
That's on Warner Brothers though. But yeah, you're
Sure.
right. You're right. Oh, actually, since we did this previously in another video, but one, that video isn't out, but that's okay. And two, we should probably just do it as a refresher. You're working on some shit. She's working on some shit. I got some shit coming out. Go ahead.
yeah, pretty much the same thing because I still don't want to get into too much territory of what it's going to be about.
Yep.
But I think we talked about this earlier though about the whole independent filmmakers could
Yes.
be hit because my production would require a bunch of people in like a large group to film certain stuff. Honestly,
Sure.
and I'm like, oh, that.
Give whatever synopsis you're comfortable with.
Okay, basically, we have synopsis is a teenage girl joins her mother in what's the word I was gonna look for? I was gonna say another word, but
Cult?
basically she's joining a cult, a
That's-
exclusive kind of strange cult that's going to have some definitely going to affect how she lives for the rest of her life and just a lot of people around her as well.
And
I'm
you
so-
already have a script. Are you gonna do anything with that? You said you were doing some rewrites, yeah.
I did some rewrites some time ago because I made some adjustments too because I have bigger plans for a lot of other things as well, and I wanted to make some adjustments to this script as well so things would make sense in future things, honestly.
Now, you said that you're planning on this being like a kind of like are you planning on this being like a supernatural sort of like
Yeah, so-
feel to it, or
It's like I'm going to say a supernatural mystery, I guess you can say,
Interesting.
because I mean, it's not going to be immediately clear everything in the first like minute or whatever.
sure,
But
you want
it's
you want to
definitely,
have that lingering like the wonder to keep the audience for sure.
Exactly, yeah. So
Wings.
there's definitely a supernatural, intense supernatural element to it,
Awesome.
honestly.
I love
Like
supernatural
supernatural
stuff.
fantasy. I'll give it that. Supernatural fantasy. That's
Sure.
I think the better choice of words I'd use
Two
for
things I love. I'm excited for it.
Anything else?
it. I mean, I've been thinking of a lot of other projects too regarding certain things. Like, again, mostly horror stuff, honestly.
Right.
Like, one, I thought of well, actually, hold on, I don't want to get into that one just yet because I'm still thought processing on all that, though. But I have an idea for a unique supernatural detective story as well that I've been thinking super hard about, actually, lately. And all the things that's come to mind, I've, like, just straight up loved, actually. And even a fourth thing I thought about, although I really need to think harder on this because when I first thought of it, I was actually playing Outlast 2 when this one came to mind. And a lot of what this story would have been is inspired by Outlast 2, Until Dawn, and like old slasher films, honestly.
I need to play Outlast too. I played the first one.
Well, oh god.
No, don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. I'll play the game. I'll play the game.
Look, when
I
you
think I
play
can get it for like $10 right now. I'll play the game.
Outlast is something I can honestly talk about a lot because I really do like Outlast.
Yeah.
And when you play it, we'll talk because I definitely would like to hear your opinion on 2 because.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hold off on that. As soon as I buy it, I'll let you know.
Okay, please do. But yeah, that's everything, at least in my thought process. The only script I have is Her Rebirth. That's the title of my little supernatural fantasy, the one we talked about earlier, actually. That's the only thing I have an official script right now. Everything else is in like pre-development stuff like that.
Sure.
I know you got a bunch. Go ahead.
All right, so I have a couple things in the works. My main thing being, you're just gonna make noise on the mic.
Good.
No. So the main thing that I am currently working on is a psychological, kind of like thriller, horror sort of film. It's currently in pre-production and we're working on some casting while that's going on as well. Luke will actually be one of our main people that you will see. So I'm not going to put too much information out about it right now just because it is still so early in its production.
It is moving along though.
It is
like
moving,
don't sell it short. It is moving along. And for us, like just independent, not just us, but independent, that's huge that it's even moving along as it is.
It's moving along. It's there's probably going to be a couple different cuts, a shorter one that we eventually would like to put out into film festivals, and then we'll hopefully have more of a feature-length film cut as well available for people to watch as soon as it's out. Just so you can keep the hopeful track of it. It is called Personal Assistant, and well, because Luke's in it and it's one of my big babies, it'll be released. The trailer will be released on our social media, so you can start following us. You're the big baby in the group.
I am a giant baby.
From there, I have a couple other things that we have in line to start working on after we're finished with Personal Assistant, and so more news will be released on that later. A few things are going to be more episodic than a movie, so I'm excited to tell you those later on.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much just yet, so.
It's fucking hell of a tease. Yeah, okay, yeah, so some of the shit that I have going on is I have a movie that is going to come out. Finally, it is complete. I do believe that DVDs and Blu-rays are getting made right now, I hope. The trailer has been released. You guys have seen it. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I watch you all the time. It's a cinematic masterpiece.
I hope you enjoyed it. It's called Guardia di Male, or Guarding Evil 2. Guardian Male 2. It's the sequel to my friend / director's film, Guardia di Male. His name is Brian Kilby. He has had a previous partnership with the production company Rock Bottom Videos, if anybody is familiar. And if you are familiar, then you know what their work mostly is, and it's interesting. It's the best way that I can put it. These guys always have like a pretty good... I'll say this. They always have a vision, and they definitely don't sacrifice on that vision. And for Brian, in particularly on this one, he is a big fan of giallo films from the 70s. And if you don't know what that is, it's Italian horror films from like Argento. I always blank on the other two guys. But there's three main Italian horror directors from that era. Dario Argento is one of them. I hope to have Brian on here.
Yeah, I would actually love to have both of you, brother, and maybe it'll be an episode where Fro and Anthony and I can interview both of you about the Guardia di Male too.
Yes, it's twice that he's done that. That would be fun, and he would know the directors' names that I'm blanking on right now, and he'll be able to tell you more about his vision. But it's definitely in that mold, in that style. I don't want to give away too much about it. I'll let him talk about it more at length. But it's my first starring role, so that's awesome. And it was a lot of fun to work on that film. It took, oh God, let me see. We started in June, I think, and finally wrapped up in like October. It took that long to film it. Wait, how many months is that?
Wait, what was it? When did it
July,
start?
August, September, October. 4 or 5 months. It took us 4 or 5 months to film it.
Yeah, I was able to go on one of those filming days with you guys.
Yeah,
and-
so you saw. It's super guerrilla warfare out there for us.
Yeah.
But everything looks good though. Everything looks great in it. I'm very
It was
proud.
fun. It was exciting. It was really funny. I got to do some of like your guys' behind the scenes photography of it.
Yeah.
And I probably took a total of like 300 something photos. And I know Brian is like, I've never had so many photos of something I've done in my life. And it was really funny.
Yeah, he usually doesn't have any photos or anything. When I came out there, I was making sure to take photos, and that was before we had like these platforms. Otherwise, I'd put them on that. But
Sure.
they are out there. If you decide that you want to follow me on Instagram, salute W306 on Instagram. And you can find all those behind the scene photos and I think a couple videos from that shoot.
Would we be able to share the trailer maybe to our...
Yes.
I'm gonna find out because if we can, we need to do that, and that would be great. And then you can see the trailer for the film.
The world needs to see the trailer. It was so good. It was so good.
I'm very proud and happy with the trailer and the footage that has come out. Like, I'm glad it looks as good as it does, considering how we filmed it. But Brian totally knows what he's doing. This is his, I think, first directorial film, but he has operated cameras and audio on all the other ones for Rock Bottom Video and things like that. But
When
this,
you first told me about it, though,
Yeah.
it sounded weird.
it is
and,
weird.
and it is weird, and that's not a bad thing. But just kind of seeing how he works as a director and as a cameraman for Brian,
Yep.
and then seeing like how the set worked on that day, I was able to come out and see you guys and photograph you. To then seeing the film, the trailer of the film.
Yeah.
You can tell this is his area.
Yeah, this is his baby. He put up everything for it, and I mean, he went super hard on it, and I feel bad, but he did everything. Directing, producing, wrote it. He's acted. He does have a part in it. He edited the whole fucking thing. Like, he has done everything on this, and I'm happy that he even let me be a part of it.
I mean, that happens a lot for any filmmakers.
Right. And I'm excited for the next thing. And he told me that he had an idea for a script, and I'm probably gonna get the name wrong, but I think it was like Peacock Through the Window of Disbelief or some shit. And the name sounds insane, but it's actually like a more grounded film compared to what Guardia di Male is. And I hope he pursues that because I really want to do it. But I have talked to him since, and he, for now at least, he wants to shy away from more features, and he wants to do some YouTube shit.
Sure.
And he wants to do some shorts, and he threw out some ideas to me. I've done the same thing. I don't know when we're gonna do it. I'm sure we will do it. It's just a matter of when. But I know he's still got this movie coming out, and I'm excited for it to come out. So we're just waiting on that. Myself, personally, I mean, I'm working with Brian as much as I can, throwing him some short ideas, and I have the script that I'm working on for 7 Deadly Sins. I don't think I told either one of you about it, and it's just like a down on his luck person has the embodiments of the 7 Deadly Sins boost him back up.
That's
know what I
not the one.
No, that's a different one.
Is it a different one?
Yeah, but the other one that I'm doing is the witch one. I think I told you about the witch one.
I think that's the one I might be thinking of.
And that is basically just a wife made a deal with a witch to have a baby, and that's all I'm gonna give about that because everything else I'm super excited
wasn't
about.
the one I was thinking of, but you have told me about that. It's been a while.
Which one? Which one was I telling you about?
Was it Rude?
Oh yeah, Ruin. That's a short, so maybe I could do that with Brian.
And again, I'm
or-
more than
or-
happy to work it with you, and since I'm working with
I think
my good friends at
I think it would
Imaginos.
work. It would work out perfectly for Echo, at least in some form or fashion, because that is just somebody kind of has a gambling problem and gets the other person in trouble, and then has to basically do whatever like a demon wants him to do to get the other person's soul back.
And
That would
Echo
be
is
cool.
another film that is in episodic series that is in pre-production for myself.
Yeah, so most of my stuff is in just super pre-production because I haven't finished any of the scripts yet. But what else is there? I have another idea. Now that Brian has mentioned this, I want to call it the Madhouse and just have it be like the overarching story is, like an evil scientist fucking with people, and then every person that is in this asylum or haunted house or whatever it's going to be has their own segment, and it's like the last man standing. Whoever can survive their segment and make it through the whole thing gets to get out alive type of deal.
Sure.
And I I have like this interesting like dancers kind of idea. You ever seen Silent Hill?
Like the first movie?
Yeah.
No, I've
seen
only
it?
like bits and pieces.
It's been a while, but yes, I have.
Do you know what the nurses are?
I think.
It's pretty much if you know Silent Hill and you know the nurses, particularly the movie. I've never really played the game, but there are these creatures that if you make noise, they come towards you. But it's how they do it, because they're like dancers and they have like different movements. They don't just walk; they have their own unique.
They're called puppet nurses, by the way.
Okay, and they have.
It was gonna bother me. I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah, that sounds fascinating.
They have their own unique movements, and you could probably find the scene online itself. And it's only if you make a noise that they come to you. But what I'm doing is kind of like that, but it's people in, I don't know, like animal masks or something unassuming and like dressed up in suits, and they all have like a kitchen knife. And so now for this segment, what you have to do is you have to get to the other side. That's all you got to do. You got to walk down the corridor. You got to get from point A to point B. But every time you move, they move. And it's not just, you can't just walk through them, because they have their own movements. So you kind of figure out what it is, and you got to like come up with your own movements too to get through it. So it's going to be very choreography heavy.
So you say anytime you move, they move?
Yes, exactly.
No, wait, I'm thinking about the wrong thing. I would say kind of reminds me of like Weeping Angels, actually. But I think I was thinking about the wrong thing, honestly.
Kind of in that vein, because I believe it is if you turn your back on them, they follow you, right? Type of deal.
It's either that or they don't like light or something like that.
Yeah.
I forgot which one it was.
So I guess imagine, because I gotta have one person die. I have to have an expendable person.
Yeah.
So this person just figures, fuck it, I'm just gonna walk through, right? And so they walk, and then they're moving towards them, and it's all in unison, which I think will be super creepy to see everybody having this synced movement
Oh, that would be so dope.
to get to the person. And then they're like in waves, maybe like a triangle. So like, okay, you got past the first one, now you got to get past the next two, and then the next three, then you got to get to the other side. But this person, obviously, because they walked straight through, gets wasted. So now, if they met in the middle, now this person's dead. And then with the same movement, kind of in reverse, they just go all the way back to their starting point. And now they're waiting for the next person.
That sounds so fascinating.
I would love to pull it off, but I mean, and I know some people that do dance. It's just a matter of like, can I get people to commit to something like that? And if I can, I think it would be great.
I love the idea of that so much too.
So that is.
I like that a lot.
I have that segment mapped out in my brain. Now I just got to get it on paper, and that would be the Madhouse.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
And if you need assistance with any sort of like just step-to-step choreography, let me know. I'm very familiar with that sort of stuff in theater.
Yeah.
So.
Sure. Yeah. So if I ever fucking type it down, then now the next move would be, where all my dancing people at? Who can do choreographed moves? And let's figure this out.
Sure.
Dope.
If you do workshops long enough, even people who don't can learn it.
Right. Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
And that's what,
Well, because I want to fucking be in it. So yeah.
Yes.
I don't know
I
shit.
went through plenty of workshops, so
Yeah. Just get everybody together and rehearse for like ever.
yeah. Yeah.
But that one in particular would probably be a highlight, and then I could come up with some other shit. And they don't always have to be like horror. Like I could just come up with something stupid.
I actually I think I told Morgan this actually. Thought of oddly a romance story that I want to actually write one day, honestly. I actually never gave it a title yet, but I do know that I think it would be mostly episodic actually. And it would just go by different steps of how the relationship develops and how it could end. And just straight up what the two main characters learn from each other, honestly. Which, oh crap, I think I gave them names long ago, but I forgot. Okay, I remember the girl's name. I named her Natalie, actually. Basically, the story would have been, it's a high school romance story of popular high school girl Natalie. You know, she's loved by everyone, beautiful. She's not like shallow high school girl, though. She's more of she's popular, everyone loves her, but she's more on the lines of, she's really cool with everyone. It's like, she's that kind of popular girl who she can be friendly with everyone, though. Our guy, was everything good?
No, keep going.
Okay, our guy, new student in town. He's loner. He's not emo or goth, but I think the term I would describe him as is a ghost. He doesn't want to attract all the attention, but he kind of does, just because he's kind of a unique person on his own.
I get that.
It's kind of one of those romances of opposites attract thing, but they have more in common than anyone could have realized. Of course, it starts with the whole, they build a friendship, feelings develop, but there are trials because she has an ex-boyfriend who is trying to do anything to win her back, including terrorizing and bullying anyone who would dare talk to the girl, but he's a fighter, but there's a whole reason why that is, though.
Been there too. Shit.
As a matter of fact, this is something I don't care about getting too much into, honestly.
No, dude, that's enough. It sounds pretty good. Hope you start writing that down.
Yeah, I mean, that's been in my head for like years, honestly. I think the biggest thing that I take away from it, the thing I love most about my idea of the story is strictly what they kind of learned from each other, because the thing she learns from him is to be herself, because she's not fake, but she's not showing off who she really kind of is, because she's kind of terrified of being judged and just rejected. And she teaches him how to be open, or at least be open again, because his home life is not ideal, not even remotely.
Sure.
I think that's kind of my favorite thing about that story. Just like, okay, it'll be a good romance story. I hope I can write that well, but I just like the idea of they learn from each other and they become different people by the end of it.
Neat.
Yeah.
So,
That was all my shit.
yeah, as of right now, anything else that I have to share is kind of a little more on the down low.
Yeah, you're
for
being a little
while.
more close to the vest there on those. I see. Not that that's a problem.
Yeah, well, it's the reason
I
I'm
wish
not,
I had more to give out. Actually.
The reason I'm
the
not
fuck?
sharing at Dan's home. The reason I'm not sharing as much is just because I have some other people I'm working with on it who have joined my team, and I don't want to push too much out yet until
you gotta,
everyone's okay.
Gotta
with
give
it
it the brain trust first before you start giving out ideas or start talking about too much. I understand.
Yeah. So.
Kind of the same. I'm just like, I have ideas for a lot of stuff, but there is something more that I have in mind that I don't want to get into just yet, though.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say, because I mean, since I've talked to you guys so much about that detective story, and I just every second I kind of think of new stuff and I think about it, I just fall in love with this idea more. I suppose I can tell a synopsis of not too heavy spoilers of what that is actually going to be about, honestly. Basically, this story, I have not come up with a name for this one either, but I'm kind of working on that. It is a detective story. Two detectives are actually team up with a very odd psychic, and they're investigating the mysterious assassinations of a wealthy oh crap, what's next name? Chinese family. Okay. Fuck, hang on, losing my words. Give me a sec.
With the pinky.
Can't help it. Basically, two detectives team up with a psychic investigating the mysterious assassinations of a wealthy Chinese family, along with people in their own police department.
You did tell me this. Yes, go ahead.
But the strange thing about this is the perpetrator can somehow race through the walls. And now it comes to, okay, we have to fight for our lives because we could be next. We need to figure out why is this happening and even how is this even happening. That's the premise of that one. That's as far as I'll go in for that one.
Dude, I like that one. That one. If you're gonna write one like now, that one.
Yeah, okay, so again, I'll probably tell you when we're done with this about why I'm waiting for that one. I think my favorite thing that I'm looking most forward to about shooting that is actually an idea for a special effect I have for our Wraithing Assassin, because have you guys seen the Assassin's Creed movie?
No.
Yes.
I think I talked to you long ago about this. Remember
Yes, you did.
whenever, what's his name? Aguilar? I think that's his name.
Yeah, it's been a while, so I
Put it
don't
this way.
remember his name.
Every time Callum had the bleeding effect
Yeah.
going on and he saw his ancestor, that effect of like the ghostly wraith version of Aguilar, it's like, oh, that's so cool. And that's kind of always how I envisioned our wraithing figure.
Sure.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's the other than Her Rebirth, which I've of course written out and I'm super excited to hopefully film, but again with this whole thing going on, maybe that might
We'll
get
get that going.
Look at there. You know, hopefully this
I'm-
doesn't last forever, and we can, get everything production-wise rolling for you.
Just hope that everything is at least contained enough where the world doesn't have to be in shambles, quarantined, and scared, but at the same time, just hopefully things just get underway in a way like, okay, we're all good to do stuff again, but let's not get careless.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Well-
kind of my hope.
If that's all we have, good to close out the show.
Yeah. You good?
I believe so. Any other projects you wanted to talk about or anything more?
No, not yet. Not
Alright.
yet.
All right.
Soon.
Well, then,
Soon.
on that note, this has been the Wannabe Podcast. This is Anthony. This is Morgan. I'm Luke. You can follow us on.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all at Podcast Wanna. Yeah, Podcast Wanna or Podcast Wannabes.
You can also follow me on Instagram at LukeW306. The same goes for my Twitter, also LukeW306.
You can follow me on TrueTash, basically anywhere. That is TrueTash.
You can stay far away from my Facebook, but if you want to follow me on Instagram, I am that dreaded fiend on Instagram, and I believe I am also the same thing on Twitter.
And we are slowly, but most certainly surely, in the process of putting these podcasts out as audio, and that's going to be on.
That'll be available basically anywhere you can listen, actually, to podcasts. So Spotify, CastBox, iTunes, and so on and so forth.
We hit a little bit of a snag with that, but that is going to be rolling out here shortly. And if you want to get your hands on these episodes sooner than what we've been rolling out visually, then follow us on any of your platforms to listen to podcasts, because those will come out sooner.
Yeah, and make sure to, like, subscribe, follow us, please. It means a lot, and you'd be helping support wannabe filmmakers like us, and hopefully you enjoy the content that we're putting out. And right now, this time is a little harder for us to put out film reviews, but we're hoping to maybe look at some older films that we like or ones we haven't watched yet, and even some new like Netflix, Amazon originals and stuff like that.
That'll change. So on that note, please, like she said, support us, because we're just a bunch of fucking wannabes. So thank you.
Before we also go, I just want to say one last thing, and I've said this to everyone who I've come across working with. In the midst of all this chaos, remember to wash your hands, be wary of sick people, and just stay careful out there.
Yes.
That's all I wanted to say.
Stay calm and don't forget to love each other. So.
All right.
Say goodnight, Fro.
Waka waka.